Good morning. How is everybody? Give me just a second. I need to pop out this chat so I can see what people are saying. Because when you get old, it gets hard to read that small print. Let me add that on there before the perverts start saying something. Where am I at? There I am. Okay. Good morning, Glenn, Craig, excuse me, Chaz, Hank, Anissa. Good morning, everybody. Ping, how are you? Jabus, sir, how are you? Mr. Bumcrack, how's things across the pond? Vintage, good morning. Um, I don't know where Todrick's at. I just sent the link. I had to run out and pick up a couple of scripts for Roberta, and I set the show up, and I forgot to send the links. And then as I sat down just a minute ago, I said, "Damn, I haven't sent any links out." So I'm
Oh,
being special this morning. Good morning, Todrick.
you sound chipper. Is that still a word, chipper?
Yep, 3 more days.
Chipperish?
I'll be on holiday.
Man, must be nice to be rich.
No, I don't know. You're the one that's got all the money.
Uh huh. Yeah. It ain't it good to be retired and you're not poor?
Yeah,
That's a good thing. Everybody should be where we are at our age.
yeah,
Or
but
better. Or better.
you see a lot of people, old people at Walmart and
Morning, Hank.
Home
Morning,
Depot
Lisa.
and Staples and
Chick picker. Oh my god. Hi, Valerie. Craig.
hey,
Ping.
girl, you finally get back from the West Coast? There's the link if you
Ray.
want to come in.
How's Ray doing? Robin?
Listen to what he do to argue that we.
We got a bunch of cute chicks in the side chat this morning.
I know.
Not
We
you,
only
Jay.
have beautiful women on our.
Not you, Jabez. Not you, Ray.
I
The,
said beautiful women
the cute
in
chicks.
our
Yeah.
shows. So
Yeah, Jabez, you're not a cute chick. Okay.
yeah, I
I
hope
haven't met
not.
you before. Craig's not a cute chick either.
But we know Chick is, and we know Chaz is, and Hank, and Anissa, and Ping. We know all of them. And if
But
I didn't
yep,
left out anybody, I was didn't mean it because I don't know whether I've ever seen Vintage before.
haven't seen Robin.
No, but if she's
No.
in our group, that means she's beautiful. Hey, Sandy. Good morning.
You
See, there's another
are
one.
so beautiful
Uh,
to me.
well,
Sandy.
we saw Chaz. She was, throwing them down at the Nashville meetup.
She's a cute chick. Yep. I adopted her.
We had to keep her under control. That South Carolina girl, wild child was starting to come out in her. Good morning, baseball. So, anyway, like I was saying before Todd came in, I had to go pick up a script for Roberta and trying to get the show set up. I forgot to send the link out.
Carl put
Hey,
in some
Carl.
cute chicks there.
So anyway, what's going on with everybody this morning? Y'all got
Uh,
hundreds of things to pack up this morning?
I don't have a lot of things, but I got some pretty good sales. I got a little desktop grill going out for 75. I've got
Wow.
a solar panel inverter going out for 175. I got a knife going out for 40. People are
There,
buying.
Jabus.
People are buying up my good stuff. I'm going to have to do some
Sourcing.
seriouser sourcing coming up pretty soon.
Oh, did he?
And this has got good sales. And this, you've been on like a lot. And this, how much has your store gone up in sales the last several months? She got a
Dang it, Nissa.
$250 payday yesterday. That girl is on fire. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Yeah. Dang, Nissa.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, go look at your sales tab
do
underneath
you
underneath performance. Click on the sales tab, and you can see how.
Chick must be doing good because she was out in California for a daggum month.
Actually, my store is down 2% the last 31 days. But I had a pretty good early July, so
Right.
I don't know. I'm still not hitting my. How many days are gone in the year? Do some figuring here. What day of
So,
the year is June 19th? Let's see. Go,
14%.
go to
Hey,
Google.
Mr. Sadie.
Uh,
Um, I got a letter returned insufficient postage. I don't know they actually still did that.
so
Really, Carl?
we are on the 229th day of the year. So if I take my goal, divide it by 365, then multiply it by what day of the year? 229. My sales should be 62,739. So let's see where I'm at. Sorry, I don't mean to take over your show.
No, that's okay. No, um, I was just coming home from the pharmacy. Our damn it.
Damn it.
What's it called? The pharmacy. I mean, the vitamin store. Yeah, GNC. It's closing out here. They're having a super sale. Anybody ever sold any of their crap?
I have not. All right. A little over 59,000, and I had to be at 62,739. So I'm about 3,000 behind my goal of selling 100,000 this year, which isn't a whole lot. If I have a good fourth quarter, I should come real close to it. really, really close.
Dang, it seemed like it was a month. Dang, I got to shave. I'm starting to look like Todd and Scott. Ain't happening. GNC, Jabus, the vitamin store. Has anybody ever sold any of their stuff? Got it on a deal?
They used to be in all the malls.
They did. I do look terrible. I I do. I look like you. Yeah, I've got hair. No, never sold GNC stuff. What are clean ones? Oh, they are on the Vero list.
GNC products are on the Vera list.
And good morning, Scott.
I didn't know that, but I've never had anything of theirs to sell.
Well, let's do this. Let's ask AI. Can GNC products be sold on eBay?
Junk fillers.
Okay, there you go. I got to figure out how to make Todd a
Okay, so
co-host so he can bring
one
people
thing I
in.
would tell you, if you're going to sell GNC products, make sure you have liability insurance.
Okay.
Everything's in, supplements and all that kind of stuff are, you've got extraordinary risks that you don't have anywhere else because people, if somebody gets hurt or whatever, I mean, the chances are very slim, but, you can. That is my only advice to anybody. If you're going to sell that kind of stuff, you better carry the insurance.
They've got a store on eBay.
Yeah, just because they're closing down, they could be doing a Toys R Us, closing some low performance stores, by keeping the name and carrying on those.
Yeah, I choked on my protein powder. I'm going to sue.
If you look like this on Thursday, the audience expects you to be just a hand like Todd because we can't be looking at your ugly face like this.
Okay. All right, I'll do that. Anyway.
Right.
That was just, just a thought.
Scott, I thought you got all that area cleaned up. Look at those stacks of boxes and stuff.
Oh, that's because just looking the other way. It's just a different. What about? Oh, those are those boxes right there.
Yeah.
Notice the straps on them. Those are the golf club boxes that came in. I just haven't put them up yet.
I hope this is a joke. An AI video creation. And Air India arrives in London after a 21-hour flight, and they got all kinds of bags and goats tied to the top of it.
Oh, I'm sure it's it.
Yeah,
I actually bought an expensive golf. I'm walking out of the thrift store yesterday, and I'm like, Those golf clubs were here. Those golf clubs were here when I came through, and it's $160, $170 golf club for $2.
You got them listed?
Yeah. No, it'll be listed. I'm gonna make a video this morning. It'll be listed after that. Trying to survive one more day, Tom. Today is the last day. Well, we're on the way down from heat index and the ass sweats and all this other stuff.
It's supposed to be like 73 here tomorrow.
Yeah, next week we've got 4 or 5 or 3 or 4 days in the 70s that show up.
But we also have that hurricane beating around out in the Atlantic, so
Yeah, we don't have that, so we'll be mid 80s, and then it's gonna fall every day. The last couple of days, you walk outside and it's like it's been pretty stifling.
like I've never really wanted to sell supplements and stuff like that because as a third party seller, because of that. Because I'm
Yeah,
sure the insurance for that kind of stuff gets really pricey. Now, people that sell product, I mean, like they work for or sell for a company uh, that has vitamins, I'm sure, they usually have insurance built in there. So,
That's a big storm out there.
is it?
yeah,
Are they still saying it's going to turn? Because there was other people who were trying to say it's going to go in the Gulf and head towards New Orleans.
no, it's supposed to head towards.
It looks like it's turning now.
Is that Aaron, Todd?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a hurricane.
Aaron is supposed to go up. Um, it just go up the coast and between North Carolina and Bermuda and shoot up, then hang another right once it gets past Bermuda. So Thursday, it's supposed to be up past Virginia.
and then the other thing I picked up, it's still in the van. I haven't got it out yet. I'll show you. I took a picture for Joni. I'd never seen this one before. The lid was beside it, but a big Hamilton Beach croc watcher. That sucker, that sucker's worth 80. I'd never seen that big one in that style, and it looks like they use it once. It sells for about $80.
I like a crock pot.
You call it a croc watcher?
It's called that's what it says on the thing. Croc by Hamilton Beach. It's called a croc watcher.
Well, you change one letter and it'd be a crotch watcher. That wouldn't be good.
Todd, you've been hanging around. These guys can't and that lot too much.
Croc watcher. Okay.
So anyway, how's your morning going, Scott?
I woke up to a return, so that's always a good way to start my day.
Big return, little return.
$45. So they sent me a message saying something about this is what I'm making a video on. So let's see. It says, "Can I return the item in parentheses free return question mark?" So this is I'll give y'all a preview of the video. Y'all just have to watch it anyway because you want to hear me rant.
What was the reason for returning it?
Does not fit. It's a cordless phone. Doesn't fit. Doesn't fit. Where were you trying to put it? Up your ass? It's a cordless phone. So if y'all watched Primo yesterday, a little bit of discussion down at the bottom was in the chat was about can eBay be trusted with all the smoke they blew up our ass last week to all the people that paid to go see them, and I don't really think so. They don't have a history of the last 10 years of making decisions in the buyer's favor.
Hang on a second. Let me bring the pretty boy in.
What the hell would that do?
Yeah.
And so a lot of the downhill started whenever they removed the seller's ability to leave negative feedback. So now I've got this buyer. You would think they were absolutely perfect. 223 feedback, 100% positive feedback. Why do we even have feedback for if you're a buyer? Why do you get feedback? If I can't leave a negative feedback saying, this buyer has filed a return for a crazy reason. Why I can't leave that as a negative? Because remember, eBay will tell you that it's the experience of the buyer and what about the experience of the seller? You're supposed to be in the middle, you assholes.
Right.
And they shouldn't be wandering around, skipping around in the flowers like a little bunny rabbit hopping around with their perfect feedback, and and there be no warning to a seller.
Anissa. Anissa
I
says
mean,
she sometimes wants to leave you an asshole buyer. Um,
look at John, and John was the one arguing. Well, I'm kind of okay with that. No, you've accepted it. You're not
Which
okay with
John?
it. You've accepted it, the same as I have accepted the fact that we can't do it. So there's nothing you can do about it. Because they sent you a fucking spare tire, John. How many times do they swap your shit out, John, and you can't put on there buyer sent back a swapped out unit? There should be legitimate, if that's the experience, like the people getting, who's it, Kevin, they sent raw food. Do you trust eBay eBay will take care of it, we'll make sure this? Oh, you ain't gonna do shit, eBay.
That's right.
You either, Craig, that's my point. You either have a feedback system that is equitable on both sides, or you don't have one. Is it? Hell yeah, John drank the Kool-Aid. He's trying to play nice because he met people in Vegas. You know how it is.
Yeah, nothing happened with those kids until the
law got involved.
they contacted the school and the local police to that school.
Who?
The ones that were sending spare tires back and all kinds of, that's mail fraud. I mean, and that buyer's account probably still has 100% feedback.
Well, there's a lot of returns and bullshit people do that should be considered mail fraud. A lot of people have gotten back returned items and they're not the item that they sent. That should be mail fraud.
It is mail fraud if you send it through the post office.
That's when you should say, I'm not worried about it. eBay's not going to worry about it. We'll let the USPS take care of it.
They ain't gonna do shit either.
It pretty much has to be like counterfeit money or something like that.
Well, one guy was watching on YouTube. A guy sent back the wrong, I think it was a VCR. It was an electronic device. And he said, I'm sorry, but you must have sent your VCR back. And they said, no, I sent back yours. And he said, okay, well, what I got back was not what I sent. So it looks like somebody at the post office has swapped them out, and I'll just contact my postmaster.
The post office hadn't swapped out nothing.
And he said that within 30 minutes, he said, the guy said, oh, damn it. My son sent this back for me, and he put the wrong one in the box.
Mm-hmm. Imagine that.
So I guess when he said, his thoughts was, I started talking about getting the post office involved. That's when they.
Anyway, he still has 100% feedback too. But that's my whole point. Is you can't change it to where it's unbalanced one way or the other, because then it becomes illegitimate.
Well, nobody really believes it at that point.
Sort of like lag.
I mean, it's a lot of the systems that, and so I'm gonna make a second video too, talking about the eBay Open. I'm not gonna watch their video because I don't want to. I'm gonna make ChatGPT summarize the video for me, and I'll go from there because I don't want to watch, all the hype and all the fluff. If you listen to these companies, according this time last year, Apple said we're going to have the most wonderful AI, and it was scary and all this shit that they still can't deliver a year later, and even with their brand new software, it's still not going to be here. I mean, they are blowing smoke trying to keep people on the platform because they are so far behind the other phone companies that I'm sure there's lawsuits out there. It's fraud. It's absolute fraud.
I saw an advertisement, and T-Mobile has got satellite service tied into their service now. That if you can't hit a cell tower, I guess it automatically changes over to
Lag, you don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about.
a satellite.
It don't work great. It ain't worth a damn. Every time you ask Siri something, would you like me to ask ChatGPT for you? If I wanted you to ask ChatGPT, I'd have just typed it into ChatGPT.
Right.
Delete comment. You tell him, James. Google it.
I've the sad thing is that I've got that old S21, and it is way more advanced than what the iPhones are, the brand new ones. When you're dealing with the personal assistant and all this, it's down to a 5-year-old phone performs better.
Well, let me ask you this: Do
Thanks
you
for
think they've reached a point where
I think they've reached a point where they can't deliver.
that they can't?
They've tried to do everything their own way, and you don't understand Google. But if you compare Apple and Google, Google is such a larger company. Even though the market value says Apple is the more valuable company, Google is the larger company with a and they are much more advanced and they're dealing with these things. And it's been like that for years, and people just don't want to accept it. Because I'm in the ecosystem, I keep using the iPhones because it's nice that it plays with all their other equipment. But the same things with eBay. So eBay, how much of that was them? We haven't talked to sellers in 5 years. Let's bring a bunch of people out here and play nice with them. Let's get our nicest employees, and act like we're going to show some concern. And so I'm gonna talk. I'm sure I'll see Harlan today because he and Marcia were really excited about the demonstrations they saw about eBay's AI. And my question is, they've got AI descriptions. Okay, the chat. What do you think about? Do you use eBay's AI descriptions? Everybody says they're full of fluff. They suck. We don't use them. That's the comments that I get. And so, and then if you look at Harlan goes, it's going to tell you price and everything. I'm like, yeah, they suggest price already, and they pull this stuff out of their ass. You look. Okay, so here's my experience on the computer. When I go to click on see what others have sold, it disappears. I click on it again, it disappears. It's the third time it stays up. It does this on every single listing, no matter the browser. And then I look at it, and it's got all these different things that's not the same item. And I'm like, how are they comparing these prices and so now we're going to trust that eBay in their infinite wisdom is going to take their database or whatever they get it and mix it with the others and come up with some kind of accuracy? I don't trust eBay.
Until they start using a UPC or a GTIN based identifier, they'll never do what the other platforms do. They can't. It's not possible. If they want to say that it's the same item, you can't.
So Beth says her AI descriptions are better now. I think that it's learned what I don't want because. So which program, Beth, are you talking about? Because you've had and it's amazing on these platforms. If you depending on the category, you have such a completely different experience with the way AI performs. Due to the difficulty of categories and how many different things can a book, a disc, some of these things be versus a piece of clothing. Carl the lazy reseller. There's a lot of truth in that statement. He says AI is like a hammer where everything looks like a nail. Yeah.
Good morning, Beth. Sorry, I was while Scott was preaching, I was looking at the T-Mobile satellite.
There's only one problem you said in that whole sentence right there, Tom.
What was that?
T-Mobile.
We have Walmart Family Mobile, which is T-Mobile, and we don't have any problem with it.
Yeah, but you live in a large city. Drive outside the city for like 10 minutes. On your way to visit your mom, one of your lands that's most of South Carolina, when you're down there visiting the plantation, look at your phone then and see if you can use it.
We have service it's pretty good coverage now. Up at my in-laws' house, it used to be they didn't have service at all, so but they've put up some new towers around there, so they must be on one of their towers. You got a lot going out this morning, Bessie?
Craig, I buy a lot. Most of the stuff I buy is for the business. I don't buy a ton of. I don't buy a ton of used stuff, so I buy mostly new. So I look at, like boxes. I don't read the description on boxes because I'm also buying from the same seller. I'm buying from. Sometimes Supply Hut will be cheaper on eBay than, not many times, but like their bubble wrap is cheaper. Or if I can find name brands, if it's somebody I've not bought from, I'll read it all.
Did they pay them? Pay for shipping back Texas?
They didn't look right. See so here you're also setting up. So here's my problem with eBay too is there is no feedback that says a buyer is a return addict or whatever, and so now they're expecting free returns on this on this phone. They paid $9.99 shipping. You chose the do not fit as the description because you obviously didn't want to tell the truth. So do not fit. That one means I can keep the $9.99 shipping. So you don't actually have free returns, eBay, because I'm going to keep their original shipping. And then if they've broken the seal on that phone, I'm keeping half. So of the $46, $10 becomes mine down to $36. And then another $18 I'm going to keep as well because it's not in the same condition returned. And now you've got a disgruntled customer because you tell your sellers that if you don't offer free returns and you don't offer free shipping means you get moved, and it's significant moved up in search. Ask John. Go listen to John when he talks about one of the things that he has done that has made his sales much better, and he's had great sales for the last 3 or 4 or 5 weeks, is he changed to free returns and free. And so you are penalized for not having free returns.
Yep.
So everything that eBay has done, eBay makes these decisions. It looks good for the buyer. What can we do to encourage buyers, and has no gives no fucks for the seller. None were given. And it comes from Amazon, Craig. You're 100% correct. Amazon. You think eBay gives no fucks? Amazon laughs at that statement.
Yep.
Who was just said it?
And because Amazon goes as far as to teach their people to tell you that it's just a cost of doing business. Call one of an Amazon agent and complain about something. It won't take very long for them to tell you it's a cost of doing business.
Well, then let you keep your money and they return it because that's the cost of doing business. Craig, you said something up at the top about. Let me see if I can find it over here.
What is
little print, big print? Basically, he was talking about description. Let's see. I know we have lots of sellers in here, but when you buy on eBay, how do you decide which to buy? Price, pictures, and title only, maybe description. Me personally, when I'm buying off of eBay, I'm looking for a specific thing, and I usually have a model number if I'm getting like a part. I don't even look at the frickin' description. I look at whether it's new or used, the price, the model numbers match up, and I move on.
See, you want me to here's even further proof from eBay, and as they are blowing the fluff this week, how many? I've seen 2 or 3 videos. How many creators have celebrated the fact that eBay will now in the short near future will no longer allow returns on items that are for parts of repair? Why is that a victory? Why has it had to come to this where eBay has had to enforce our own policies that for parts or repair should never be returnable? Never.
Yeah.
You're buying a broken item. There is no such thing as not as described with a broken item because the damn thing's broken. And yet, oh, it's a wonderful. We have heard the voice of the seller, and we are now going to make it to where if you mark it, no returns only and 4 parts only. You should have done this the whole damn time, eBay. Get off. I mean, this is just eBay is not the same. eBay post management company corporate takeover is not the same deal. They 4 or 5 years ago when they got taken over by the capital people, and the only thing that they're concerned about now is what can we do to our stock. You know, they're quietly telling people, we're gonna try to move. It's not very popular right this second, but we're gonna try to move all sellers to the funds are not eligible until 3 days after delivery. Folks, they're going to keep your money for 10 to 14 days. They're going to hold your money an additional 10 to 14. That is the next big scam because promoted listings have run their course. I listened to something yesterday. They suggested 17.5% promoted. Are they out of their fucking mind? 17.5. The fees to sell it is only 15. They suggested 17.5. Free shipping, free returns, promoted at 17.5. Pay us our 15 point or 13 point whatever. You're getting over 50%, and I'm taking all the risk of your customer that has 100% feedback going, this cordless phone doesn't fit. Sorry about that, it doesn't fit. It's asinine the stuff we deal with, and you've got these people who. That's why I didn't go to eBay Open because I'd have told them. It's rah. You get caught up in the moment. You think eBay, they roll out the red carpet, they give you some breakfast and lunch, and give you some drinks before you leave, and hope that you don't notice as they continue to put the screws to you. We'll see you in 5 years. So there you go.
The next eBay isn't for 5 years. eBay Open.
Probably not. That's what the last one was. That.
Sorry, I'm still going down the hole here.
What do you do?
I do like the policy where they said if a buyer turns in an item not received, but then the mail finally delivers it, eBay is going to cover the buyer and the seller.
This should be common sense. This should be part of the terms of service. That if an item shows up late, and eBay should be legally able to charge that buyer. Due to a third party failure, because who's the one at fault? If I get it to you on time and everything's normal, it's the delivery party that's at fault. It's not the platform, it's not the buyer, it's not the seller. And don't tell me that it's the buyer. This is the lie that they tell you. Oh, it's the buyer's fault. They have a lot of responsibility because they chose the platform. That's bullshit. That's somebody sitting in the office who is a good bullshit artist who's trying to deflect. Oh, it's part of the buyer's responsibility because you could have sent it UPS instead of USPS. Oh, horseshit. It's the third party problem, and there should be a remedy for that. That it's taken 20 years to come up with a remedy is amazing.
Well, USPS shouldn't be backed up because we get like 4 pieces of mail a week.
Tom, I've got a record that I sent out to a customer in Wyoming who contacted me and said, "You got any idea why that thing's in Puerto Rico right now?" And I go to ask my postmaster, Letitia. She's great.
Right.
And I hear her laughing back there. She says, "Well, it got out of Birmingham in a couple of days. That was pretty good, but then it took the wrong turn in Colorado." I'm like, I know.
I'm not
She said,
contradicting what you're saying. I'm just saying that with the amount of the mail that we get, we only get like 4 or 5 pieces of mail a week, and it's all junk mail. So they're not even getting first class postage or better off of it.
but listen to what she said. She said it got out of Birmingham because Birmingham's a known close. The sort center in Birmingham's terrible. The Indiana sort center is terrible. If it goes through Philly, it's terrible. There's still a lot of places that are just clusters right now. I don't know. Has Indianapolis gotten any better? Does anybody know? Because at one point, it was 2 or 3 weeks just to get the trailer to the sort center. They just parked them and left.
Good morning, Josh.
I've had more trouble with Florida regional than anywhere else the last year or two.
Josh came in and we're not even talking about Josh. Joshua and Josh laughs at our postal problems. Josh is going to go. They're going to go on strike. How many times has the Canada Post been on strike this year? 10, 15, 20?
Once he becomes a state up there, he'll learn what real postal service is.
I don't know. They announced yesterday, Ottawa or somebody, that there is a huge. They announced a huge pipeline that they're going to build here. Until they run into one of these sacred Indian tribes who think that they own that. If you announce a pipeline today, will I see it in my lifetime? Probably not.
No. Like Craig says, Josh who? Josh, the AI listener guy.
He knows who.
I know, he's being facetious.
What's facetious?
Facetious. He's being an asshole. Okay, let's put it that way. Jake, what's up with you, son? You at the girlfriend's house trying to get her moved in?
No, this is the last of the studio units. Getting everything, trying to get these last 2 units done so I can close out my
Construction loan?
building permit. What's
Oh.
that?
I would say construction loan, but you said building permit.
Yeah, building permit. Oh no, I don't have a construction loan. I just cash flow this one.
Now, is that the former hotel or is that a
Yeah.
different?
Yep. Yeah. Still have a few things to do. Thermostat on the wall.
Yeah.
Bathroom needs to be painted.
By cash flow, you mean break the backs of some of your old Amish friends? Is that what you mean?
You mean my brothers?
Yeah.
Now, is that a family? Do you have projects that you're in with your family?
So my brother's a general contractor.
Okay.
So my company pays his company, if you will.
Yeah, so it's a good arrangement, Tom. He gets second place in the hierarchy. So like on a rain day or days they don't have a lot of help, Jacob can give him business. You know what I mean? He can help Jacob out, and Jacob can help him out. It's a good arrangement.
Exactly. And yes, Mr. Sadie, I charge extra for these.
Boy, those are real popular. I see those things going up in all kinds of.
And then this is for the floor heated tile floor.
That's for the what?
The
What did you
kingdom
say
of
that was?
Jake is almost complete.
So that will be the location for the thermostat for the heated tile floor.
Oh. He's got one of them ritzy places. They got heated tile floor.
This will be my office, actually.
Oh, will it?
Yep. This particular section here.
So all the rest of them do not have heated floors. He's like, screw them people. They can run the power bill up.
Half of the units have heated floors. Half
Really?
of the 6. Yeah.
Well, you're so skinny, you probably cold all the time during the winter.
Oh, I'm very hot blooded, very hot blooded.
You hear that,
I sweat.
ladies? You hear
I sweat
that?
at 70 degrees.
Hot blooded, check it and see. You got a fever of 103.
um, nobody's been talking
So yeah,
bad
we
about
still got
Josh this morning. I
plenty
don't
to
even think
do.
anybody's even said anything about you this morning, good or bad. So, how much, Josh? Since you're in here, how much did eBay offer you to buy your service?
Oh, eBay was too busy blowing smoke up everybody's ass to tell how wonderful their service is going to be. And that's the other thing. eBay has a bad habit of announcing something coming. Did you notice? Did you notice they said it's going to be rolling out to limited accounts? Didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What else have they done that for? Oh, wait a minute. eBay Live, which has been a total disaster for most sellers because none of us can even get into it, has been rolled out to select accounts. Picking and choosing based on whether how much you pucker up to a platform by they handpick who they want to do what is.
Yeah, thanks for creating competition for the things I sell, eBay.
And 100% right, Todd. They're going to create competition, and then it is a not a level. You've let so many people in early, and now once you finally let other people in, they're at a distinct disadvantage. Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, Beth, they've never fixed that. I same thing. I get the same thing.
and that's what they're. Josh says. Josh says. Josh says. Josh says.
Josh, I hope so too, Josh. But I am okay. So I'm at the point where after 20 some years, eBay has lost my trust, and whenever they say they're going to do something, I look at the history of the last 3 or 4 or 5 years and realize that they tend to overpromise and underdeliver. The key to success and one of the you should do the opposite. You should underpromise and overdeliver. But eBay, you know, they've got all these things that they want to do, and it's I don't trust them until I see it until you deliver on some of the things you actually say. I don't believe it.
You know, if they keep screwing around with the sellers are going to move on.
The sad thing is how many of the things they announced this week are in reaction to what other platforms are doing to them, and they're not doing a lot of the stuff they announced out of the goodness of their heart. They are doing it because they're finally being forced to compete because their business is being siphoned away. Uh, there's not one big competitor going, you know what, I'm taking half of eBay. But there's a lot of them going, I'll take 1, I'll take 2%, and take 2%, and take 2%, and take 2%.
I can see them wanting the customers to be always right, but that don't work all the time. Especially when you get stuff like telephones and ladies' underwear where they're not uh, they're not the right size.
Ken, I'm not saying leave eBay, and I'm not saying eBay is going down. I'm just saying you got to be realistic in what you hear from these platforms, and you have to run it through your bullshit filter and your experience filter, and understand that you still need to make decisions in your business. If it means that you're going to use, their lister, well then try their lister. But I don't trust it. That I don't want to be a guinea pig for them. You know, they quietly slipped that in and then, hey, let's, while everybody's happy, we go, maybe we'll make them wait 10 days for their money. We want to move that to everybody. I bet you do. And what you want a 10-day float on all the cash that comes in your business? I bet the hell you do.
That's a lot of time. When you're already carrying a bunch anyway.
Correct.
The Bank of eBay.
Well, they wanted to have a bank one time and they got pushed back on it.
Because
Well, they have PayPal.
one of my
which is
accounts is
great.
that way, Tom, and I look at it and it's a small balance, but it's like my balance is like four something. Eligible to be paid is like $30.
What did you do?
They're holding the money for 10 days.
Was that new?
If you've got newer accounts, they do this to you already.
Well, you don't have a newer account. You have one that's like 28 years old, 50 years, something like that.
Who says I don't have 4 eBay accounts? You don't know everything there, Mr. I Can't Shave. I'm telling you they do it. I'm telling you it's a pain in the ass. Because the part of it is I've done my part. My part in this whole deal is to put the item for sale and then to process and ship it and send it out. That's it. The buyer is to select the product and pay for it. Their money is taken immediately. Mine, it should be the other way. Once I finish my part, the money should be paid immediately. If you want to do like Amazon does and keep a percentage of reserve for returns, most returns are what, 2%?
Right.
We're not talking. So the horse shit they tell you that we need to hold this money back in case of returns and this and that. That's horse shit. We need to go ahead and just don't stop lying to me. Just tell me. We see a significant advantage for us to hold your money because we can make money on it before we give it to you.
Fractional interest.
Don't lie and tell me that you're protecting the platform and it's against bad actors, because you have control over IPs and you can fix bad actors way faster than you ever could, but yet you're still using that same line of bullshit against sellers. And if you don't believe me, eBay, tie all my accounts together. I've got an account that's 20 years old. It's got the same payment amount on all 4 of them. You know that they go together. Because if I were to do something wrong on the big account, you suspend them all. That's the craziest shit. eBay, if you screw up on one, they tell you they could suspend them all. But yet they can't treat them all the same unless you do something wrong. You tell me how that goes again? If you fuck up, we're going to punish all of them. If you do good, you don't get the benefit on all of them. Welcome to eBay. Flip it good. I had the same problem. It says my account is not eligible for free supplies. But other people have.
Mr. Sadie says they could have a proper AI lister in a week if they really wanted it to. Absolutely. They're not like they have big pockets.
It ain't that, Thomas. You still got to have somebody program it.
Well, you didn't let me finish. Josh is pushing it through because he's got some talent that's doing the programming on it. And I'm sure if Josh had the money, like eBay does, this thing would have already been pushed out a long time ago, and it would have all the different product listings in it and all that kind of mess.
Yeah, that happened, Flipper. That happened to me, I guess, 2 weeks ago when I went to order supplies and they said my account was ineligible or some shit. But then I was talking to somebody else. I think Dave or somebody still has the ability to order supplies. Have you checked that lately, Jacob? Have you checked to see if
What is it?
UPS is restricting a lot of accounts from getting free supplies?
Oh, I can check right now.
I tell David he owes me some labels and boxes. I'm gonna run out if he doesn't get that fixed. Tell him to quit taking Mondays off and fix my boxes.
That's right.
He doesn't have time to go to the gym.
That's right. All right. So
but-
Where did I hear on some other channel that the new boxes are coming out from USPS finally?
what, the ground
Ground
advantage
Advantage.
boxes?
Somebody said they saw one going through a post office. Who was? I can't remember who it was. Damn, old man brain. They actually saw one of those boxes
Yeah.
at the post office. And I went on the USPS website and I didn't see any on their orders thing.
Let's see. That's under shipping and
Shipping or order supplies. Yeah.
Order supplies.
All the priority boxes are there, but I didn't see anything about the Ground Advantage. But yet
Well,
somebody
they should
said
buy
they
yours,
saw them at the
Josh.
post office.
For a lot of money.
Maybe I'll ask my post office today.
You can buy you a little Caribbean island so you never have to deal with cold weather again. With that being said about the AIs and whatnot, or since it makes it a lot easier to list, and the fact that we are headed towards fourth quarter like it's a freight train, are y'all prepping for fourth quarter now?
I am because somebody just bought some Jimmy Swaggart. I need to go find some more Jimmy Swaggart.
Jimmy Swaggart as "Forgive me, I have sinned." That Jimmy Swaggart.
Yeah, somebody bought a CD.
So Scott, I don't see the fanfold labels anymore. I see the roll and I see the 2 per sheet. I see the roll, the 940 per roll, or
See,
the
So Jacob, I don't even get that far. Mine says this account is not eligible for supplies. I don't even get that far. Please log into an account that can order supplies.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, mine lets me get to it and lets me. How many you want, Scott?
He'll drop ship them to you.
Yep.
Apparently, you can make big money drop shipping for eBay.
They need to stop. They need to get to the people who are actually selling those things.
Yeah.
Go look on eBay.
Yeah. There's a bunch of people.
Okay, so here you go. Val, stop bragging. What the hell?
Whoa! Which one is he talking to?
Chick picker Val.
Oh God! She's getting ready to get in her car, and she's getting ready to head to Alabama. And when we see Scott tomorrow, people will be going, "What happened to Scott?" And Valerie's going to come in there. I kicked his butt till his nose bled. Don't call me Val.
Don't mess up and get shot.
Where is
What
that at,
supplies do you need, Scott?
Jake? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What the hell is you need?
I just buy boxes from whoever. I mean, the 12 by 10 by 3 I use more than anything.
Yeah.
But it's really you pay extra. I don't know free, but they're heavier boxes. A lot of times they kick you out of the zone, the weight range that you need to be in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a loss, but I don't.
You talking about the you said a 963 or the bigger one?
The bigger one, the 1210. I wonder if I open a new account, if they'll let me. If I'll open it at a different email address.
Maybe. Have you ever shipped anything by a label that you ordered through that account?
Yes. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I still have it available.
So my UPS account is the one that's tied through eBay.
Oh, is it? And it's tied to the Amazon thing.
No, it's not tied to Amazon. But I do occasionally ship directly through eBay.
No,
If
no, I'm
it's
talking
UPS.
about what's the shipping program you use?
Vico.
Vico. That's Amazon.
Oh, okay. So my Amazon account is not linked to that because the Amazon UPS rate is better than what I get through eBay's connection.
So,
Yeah.
Josh, did you learn anything at eBay Live, eBay Open, whatever it's called?
eBay Open.
Or are you like Scott? You know everything, so you're just there to drink and socialize.
If they Tom, if they deliver on it, I'll be in the next few months. I'll tell you, I change, but I don't trust that they're going to do it. What they said they're going to
And
do.
if they're going to do it, they'll do it in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's the.
Notorious.
It should not be that hard. I mean, I know that there's a lot of lines, like millions and millions and millions of lines of code in it. But if Josh and his little team, and I'm not being ugly, Josh, um, can do it, eBay should be able to push that sucker out in 30 days
Yeah,
because they got all the back of house stuff that they need.
it just doesn't work that way. You've got to have high talent and you've got to have a dedicated team specific for something. It just doesn't work that way.
The problem too, Tom, is their back of the house is so screwed up to teach people how to program in that environment where the front and the back of the house don't match, and you've got to, and their item specifics are a complete total mess. Ask Josh, he'll tell you there's categories that pull item specifics that don't relate to the category. Nobody's ever fixed it. They're phantom item specifics that they have to write code for to quote answer that question, even though that question is no longer asked. I mean, it's insane that you don't understand the level of, until you've heard Josh talk about it a lot behind the scenes. You don't understand the difficulty of programming that environment.
Right. Oh, I mean,
I'm going to make a statement that I'd say it's probably easier for an outsider to actually do it than an insider that has all of the fences or what are all the parameters that they have to abide by
Right.
based on their team's rules if they work at eBay versus just having to abide by the terms of service for the API.
Yeah, I'm Tom. I hope I'm wrong, and y'all come back in a few months and go, "Man, Beer was an idiot. Let's use this stuff." I hope I'm wrong because it benefits all of us. I hope I'm just a realist because I've rededicated myself to listening again. Imagine that all my sales came right back. Imagine that's crazy. That if you list shit, you sell shit. It's amazing.
I'm that I don't understand what you're talking about. It's a public company. Kent. Yes, I know it's a public company. And if I was a stockholder in eBay, I'd be on somebody's ass through the stockholders person saying, why do we not have something out right now? Right now. eBay is not mandatory. Speaking complete sentences, please, Kent. If you're selling on eBay, it is mandatory. If you're not selling, if you're on,
But I can't. The problem they didn't used to be that way as much with eBay until they got bought out by the hedge funds. The problem with eBay is the eBay environment is eBay is the middleman for the buyer and the seller, but they are so beholden now to the stockholder that they have a tendency to make decisions that are not in the best interest of the buyer or the seller.
well, it's like this, Kent. Everybody that sells on eBay just needs to go over to Prairie Dirt, and that's the only place you're going to be listing at. And
So it's a little bit.
watch the stockholders lose their fucking mind because they're not making any money.
It's a little bit like that, Scott. Where if you're watching UPS stock right now, and that idiot that's in charge, the current CEO, if you look when she became CEO versus what the stock price did, I mean, it was within 6 months. So it was going up, and for about the first 6 to 8 months or so, it kept going up very drastically. And then just like that, it's less than half the price of when she became CEO 5 years ago. Just for UPS stock, it's the same thing there. They're running it into the ground.
Is that a DEI hire?
I think wasn't she from Dollar General or somewhere? I mean, she had previous experience. I mean, she wasn't new, but I just don't think she was right for the.
And we'll talk about a company that screws customers. Look at the litigation history of Dollar General, and you go, how are they still in business?
Yeah,
Can't. People that know what the hell they're doing, it's not hard. For people like me and Todd that can't set the timer on a VCR, it is a little
timer.
I think that's why Todd doesn't do promoted listing, because he can't figure out how to get all his listings promoted at one time.
What is Josh's channel name? Because I'm getting ready to. I got to go to the back of the house to a TV that doesn't have. Doesn't have my subscribers on it, and I'm gonna be packing and doing laundry for the rest of the day. So because we're leaving out Friday morning, and I got to get it done. So I will listen to Josh. Since I'm an asshole, because I've never listened to Josh. So what's it called?
What is what called?
Josh's channel called.
Josh Galt.
Is it just Josh Galt?
It's as easy as that to find it.
Well, that's easy.
Their names are in the chat. That's the link to if they have a channel. Why would you ask what his channel is? Are you that old?
Well, I didn't know if that was his channel. Because, Landmark has like 400 different channels.
You spend way too much time farming. Your virtual ostriches are going to die. You need to spend more time learning.
My virtual what?
Ostriches?
I don't have any ostriches.
He thinks with his tripod instead of his brain.
Well, you never know. Some people like their channel stuff. It used to be nobody would tell you who the hell what their eBay store was. Jake, you haven't.
Yeah, apparently I'm having some fiber problems.
Yeah,
I just got an alert that the fiber
company said no fucking way.
Fiberall is good for that problem. Anyway, I don't have any emus either.
Cha-ching. Why didn't it make
I have sheep and goats because they're the easiest to feed.
And Kent, why are you even on here? You've got more shit going on than anybody. Don't you have something to do besides sitting here talking to us?
Okay, APIs. What is that? I'll Google it.
Information feed that they companies are allowed to use for data.
Oh, okay. Application programming interface.
So if I wanted to do it like on Amazon, if I wanted to build a repricer, I would need to connect to their API, which would allow me to get more data off their site.
Why is Yahoo my searching my browser now.
I would bet money that Tom still has an AOL email address.
No, I don't, because they canceled all of them. I did. It was I am raw at AOL.com.
Oh my Lord, have mercy.
I am Ra.
I am Ra, as in the sun, the Egyptian god.
Oh, I thought maybe you were talking about your chafing problem.
No, Ra, R-A, not Raw, R-A-W. Um, serious. I don't know why I'm getting Yahoo is doing everything now. I get tired of such, and on my phone, I get so tired of apps they're just gone. Don't know what the hell happened to them. I'm just getting to be old and damn cantankerous. So anyway, I got to go.
The buyer wants to cancel an order. This day you just keep getting better and respond to cancel. Y'all want to know why that we're canceling? See details. See, this is the craziest shit. They want to buyer request a cancellation, they accept or decline. If I'm going to accept this because I always do, order placed by mistake. eBay not eligible to relist. Why are we not? I mean, why are you making me jump through hoops, eBay? You want me to do this in the benefit of the buyer, and it'll be my benefit as well. Why are you not relisted? Why do you put extra work on the seller? This is just stupid. If I cancel it, it should immediately be relisted. There's a button on. How do they determine which items can and cannot be relisted? It seems to be a crapshoot about which ones they allow to be relisted or not.
I know. I get that too.
Now I have to go in and sell similar or. Oh, now you see that was the other thing too. They quietly were telling people that sell similar doesn't work. They were I wonder what that cost them on their site every day. But that many listings to be ended and relisted, the processing and the database it work, that has to be significant, I would think. And if you quietly tell people it don't work, even though most people get benefit out of it.
Well, Scott, you either deal with eBay and Amazon, or you go back to what you did before, and you have people calling you at 5 o'clock in the morning saying, "Mr. Zilke, I can't come in for my shift this morning."
That ain't happening. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to tamper down all the, eBay's got all this positive press, and everybody that went out there so rah, and oh my Lord, eBay's different. Until eBay proves themselves to be different, they're the same old eBay.
Until they prove themselves.
I got to tell you about this interesting buyer before we shut off.
All right. Real quick, their search engine is terrible. And how long has eBay been in existence? And they still haven't fixed it. Okay. Now, what were you going to say, Todd? And then I got to go.
I got a buyer that sent me a message saying, "I'll pay you $170 because your shipping is too high. I want to offer you $170 for this item because it's got lower shipping. And you take the item that I want and put it in and send that instead." I'm like,
How much is it big?
Let me guess. They have 100% feedback. That's a wonderful buyer, according to everybody else. There you go.
probably. Yeah, it's at that Fontanini castle I'm selling, or castle
what?
synagogue. I'll show you a picture. Well, yeah, let's see. Give me a sec here.
I wonder if they realize that a 5 pound a 5 pound metal bar, which will go into a damn padded envelope.
Beth, they already sent me a low ball offer that I countered.
All right, so I think I've an answer to one of the questions. The
What?
reason why eBay won't relist this is because it was a multiple quantity listing, and I still have one available.
So you need to go in and change your quantity to 2.
Because that would be so difficult for them to add it back. Amazon's the same way. If you cancel a transaction or somebody cancels it, it just disappears into the ether, and they don't warn you or nothing. All of a sudden, your inventory's off.
Finch, stay cool as the best you can.
Okay, I'll just screen share it because I can't figure out how to do it on my phone. Let's see. Whoop, wrong deal. Still the wrong deal.
Scott, how's your fiber working?
It's terrible. I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay,
Are
let
you
me
being
screen
serious?
share, Tom.
Heck yeah, I'm being serious.
Is it?
Are we doing it?
Yeah, it's on the screen.
Okay, so the buyer wants this.
Oh, that.
I mean, currently we only have 700 down and 750 up.
But to their location in Mexico,
Right.
they want me to take this and they buy this instead because it's got a lower shipping cost to Mexico. And put the other thing in this package and send it that way.
And you just told them no, right?
That's it. I'm sorry that the shipping charge to you is too high, but no, I cannot exchange one item for another to avoid that cost. Yeah, here's the message.
We've had this time for what, a couple months now, and it did go down the other day.
I'd like to offer you $170 if you would exchange the products for one that is in the photo because it has a cheaper shipping cost.
I mean, the whole neighborhood was out without power, so but that shouldn't. That's the only outage we've had so far, Tom. Is the power was out in the neighborhood for about 10 minutes.
Right.
Other than that, it's been absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, so then they'll say, I sent the wrong item. Yep.
Because when you're uploading your videos, they're not taking any time to load, are they?
No, but I can't even get the title and the thumbnail in there, and they're already up.
Sounds like a reasonable order. I never had that request before. Switch out the items in the packages.
That sounds like somebody being an ass or stupid one or being a stupid ass. Okay, I got to get out of here. I got to make Roberta a biscuit so she can take her medicine.
Yeah, it could be customs fraud too. If eBay puts on the EIS and then they ship something different than was supposed to be shipped.
Right. So y'all have a great day. Scott, you going to be around in the morning? You going to do a show?
If I'm on this side of the dirt, I will.
Okay. So look for Scott tomorrow. Look for me on Thursday. Todd on Friday. When somebody come in here with Todd because I'm gonna be gone. So, Beth, if you're at home,
Yeah, could it be somebody nice this time that comes on?
Anissa, turn your camera on, girl. Put your makeup on. Somebody come in there and hang out with him. Ping.
Yeah, we want to rant tomorrow.
So you, Miss Ping, you come in here and hang out with him because you're cute and you're sweet and you're nice to the old guy. So
Thanks.
anyway,
Thanks for looking out for me, Tom. I appreciate it.
It's hard doing these things by yourself, unless you're
Oh,
Scott, because he can always jump over to a conspiracy theory. But
It should just tell you the pre-truth. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's just until y'all accept the truth. I just
okay,
know. I just know the truth before y'all know it.
okay.
see, Tom, not everybody likes me. Beth doesn't like me. She just sent it them.
And what? And I'm with Beth. Don't assume I like Todd.
I know. We were at Nashville, and I hadn't ever seen Scott face to face. I feel this whap upside my head. And Scott's behind me. He just slapped me on the back of my bald head and said, "Hey, asshole!"
Yeah, well, he came sashaying up the
What a
hallway in
greeting!
Nashville like he owned the place.
It's nice to meet you too, Scott.
All right, I got to go. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you on Scott's channel tomorrow. Bye bye.
Tack likes me.